Big news, everyone. Would you believe me if I told you there might be a longevity pill for dogs? Science may have just found something close to a fountain of youth, so our dogs could live longer, healthier lives with us. Details coming up on Cookie's News Desk.
Welcome to the Shihtz Show, your emotional pod. Welcome to the Shihtz Show, your emotional pod.
Welcome back to episode 2 of The Shit Show. I am Cookie's butler, Daisy Boss, and this is a podcast about everyday life with a Shih Tzu who sits like a king at the center of my life. Here's the latest from Cookie's news desk. A biotech company called Loyal is currently advancing trials for a drug called LOY002. It's a daily prescription pill designed to extend the lifespan of senior dogs, specifically dogs over 10 years old and over 14 pounds. What's interesting is that this isn't about treating one disease. It's about slowing down aging itself by targeting metabolic dysfunction. Now, it hasn't received full FDA approval yet, but it has already met two of the three key milestones required for conditional approval: safety and early effectiveness. If everything goes through, the goal is to bring this to market for under $100 a month. I would love to hear what professional vets think about this, because honestly, this could change everything. Now, onto something a little closer to home. Cookie attended the New York City Shih Tzu meetup this past Sunday, April 19th. Some Shih Tzus and their butlers even traveled from out of town. We met one all the way from San Antonio, Texas. Unfortunately, the weather did not cooperate. Rainy, cold, not exactly Shih Tzu glamour conditions, and yet so many people showed up anyway. Some even came without their dogs just to be part of the community. Naturally, we let them borrow Cookie for the experience. Meanwhile, on the West Coast, San Diego hosted a meetup with the almost 300 Shih Tzus. They had sunshine, we had character building weather, but honestly, it didn't matter. Because rain or shine, Shih Tzu people will show up. For a moment, it really felt like the land of the Ewoks. Now, Cookie's confession booth, a small but honest admission. Around age 6, Cookie is now 9, he decided he would no longer eat from a bowl. He now eats exclusively from a placemat, like a small, very particular child. And I know he's not alone. I've seen other Shih Tzu do the same, including celebrity Shih Tzu Pretzel and Gummy Bear in Florida. So naturally, we asked AI. We asked, why do Shih Tzus refuse to eat from a bowl and prefer eating off a mat? And ChatGPT says this is actually very common. It comes down to three main things. First, instinct. Dogs naturally move food to a safer or more comfortable spot. So when Cookie takes food out of the bowl, he's basically saying, this dining location is not acceptable. Second, anatomy. Shih Tzus are brachycephalic, meaning flat-faced, which can make bowls uncomfortable. And third, personality. They are stubborn, they're habitual, and frankly, a little dramatic. Cookie, for example, seems to believe, I do not eat like other dogs. I curate my dining experience. Here's a disclaimer. If you are ever concerned about your dog's eating behavior, always check with a professional, obviously. And now, Cookie's It Moment of the Week. Cookie is not what you would call agile, especially in the mornings. But toward the end of his walk, something shifts. He suddenly picks up speed and rushes me back to the sofa in our condo lobby because that sofa, specifically the corner, is his. And from there, he watches residents heading out to work, observing, evaluating, possibly judging their outfits. We'd really appreciate your feedback on the show, and of course, we'd like to thank Kuki's future sponsors in advance. Hint, hint. Kuki has nothing further to add today, so until next Tuesday.